Marina, I would love if you give a little intro on yourself for everybody before we start diving in.
My name is Marina Luther. I moved to United States when I was age 36, and I literally don't know what to do. I start one business, I start another business, go to school, learn English, and on 2011, I decide to dive in insurance because I know a little bit while I was living in Estonia. I'm like, okay, I need to learn how work is this, and I get licensed. But my other business, I have a house cleaning business at that time in California, was doing very good. And I passed my test, but I kind of wasn't very interested in insurance. But, things change. 2018, I started to work in covered California and I learned the system from inside. And 1 year later, and I still keep my license, I renew every 3 years. Like you never know what can happen in your life. So 2017, I started to work for Covered California. 2018, I quit Covered California, and I decided, I can do much more without being in call center because I think my knowledge is much bigger. And then I started to work one agency in California. I was working with them couple years, and then I decided to do myself to become independent because I always like to be independent. I don't like to commit for someone my hours, my vacation time, all this stuff. I like to be independent and do what I like to do. So I become one agency. And little that I know, it will be very hard because I'm like, okay, where I get my clients? What I do? I start like I have maybe like 20 clients for health. Good, my business like house clinic was running can give me some income. Insurance doesn't give me like literally nothing. So I start to explore a little bit more. Then my life changed completely. We decided to move to Charleston, South Carolina, where we don't know nobody. Like literally, we just like Charleston. So February 21, we visit Charleston. June 21, we moved to Charleston. But God works miraculously. In April 21, while I'm planning to move, I was introduced to this group. I just signed up and there was some live event. I'm like, I need to check these guys, what they're doing. And guys, it was best decision I make in my life. I literally joined CCC group, which is little private group from big group. And it just was life changing for me because I don't know where to go, and thank you guys. Now I know where to go and what to do. This is how I end up insurance agency, and this is how I still growing today. I don't quit because of TCC.
And are so excited, so proud of you for your wins, the 11 times growth, and everything you've accomplished so far, and just watching that skyrocket. So, and we're but coming all the way back, we know in the beginning it was tough. So, can you talk a little bit, Marina, on what some of those biggest challenges were that you were facing when you were getting started? And I know you touched on them a little bit already, but if you can dive in a little bit more on what was all going on, what were some of the biggest challenges you're running into?
Well, as you already told, when I start the business, I have like around 20 policies for health insurance, nothing else. And then I start to think like, I need to grow somehow, but I have no idea how. I literally don't have idea what means leads, where you get these leads, how you get these leads, and what to do to grow my business. Okay, I go to my friends, like everybody who don't have insurance, health insurance, I can offer. But it's go like, okay, this time in California, you can sign all the time, but most of the time it's just open enrollment. What I do between, how I do this. So when I was introduced to the TCC group, the classes was providing there. they give me the road where I need to go. I figure out what is lead, how I can create like soft lead, how to buy leads, how to connect leads, how to grow your network. And when I start my business, my Facebook probably has like 300 people. Today, I'm almost 4,000 people on my network. And it's not just family and friends, it's most people I connect through the group and through the different events I went. Because, guys, you need to invest to yourself. If you just start business and you don't have money, I don't have money when I start. I just apply for credit card, and for a year I pay this credit card fully because of this group and other events I was introduced through the TCC. I know now where to go and how to create leads. I just finished the conference Miss Medicare, and I was out of my home for a week, and today was my first day, and I already write today two health insurance, or one health and two Medicare. Boom! And not all stay. You just need to listen and learn. Listen and learn. Don't create bicycle; it's already created for you. It's just so easy. People already did all job for you. All you need to do, invest a little bit your money, and they teach you how to do. And trust me, it's pay back you a lot. Because tell you the truth, if it's not TCC, I will be not today in insurance industry, because there was time when I was like looking like my bank account and my book of business, I'm like, I cannot make ends. I just can't. And then before we have trainings like Monday, Thursday, and Friday, and all the time people just lift you up. Like you put your burden there, and like, no, you can do it. They give you advices, and you follow these advices, and you need to follow the teaching too. It's not just like you pay money and something happens. No, you need to put work on it. It's I learned too. I'm not completely like satisfied what I did, but I did my goal, and I am going to six figures to this goal, and I know I will reach this goal. It's just awesome.
And we're so proud of it. We're going to talk about all that hard work you put in and specifically what areas you did that in just a second, and really excited to dive into that. But, coming back to these challenges, it was not knowing where to get clients from was one of the biggest ones, right? Like, what
Yeah.
is the lead? How do I get people? And so I can talk to them and help them, right? Like, we want to help people and then also earn money. But part of that is obviously first having people to talk to. So how do I get people to talk to was one. And I think that was a big challenge. And then just kind of learning on how to bring them to you, how to work, how to sell people, and really how to this whole process. But then also I think a big thing too that was maybe challenging at the beginning too was like, who is that target audience?
Mm-hmm.
Who is that niche? Who is that people I go after? And I think probably at the beginning, if I remember correctly, you were targeting a lot of people, on the English side and stuff as well. And we'll talk a little bit about some niches that you've gotten into and done very, very well with as well, that were huge opportunities that you took advantage of. But the beginning too, I think a lot of people feel like, man, I don't know how to get people so I can sell them and bring these people to me, both especially when I don't have a lot of budget. How do I, for free, bring people to me and referrals? But then also, who do I go after to bring to me? Theoretically I can help a whole bunch of people, but that doesn't seem to help so much versus I can help these specific people, and that actually does better. With that, Marina, let's talk about those things that have made the biggest impact on your growth. You talked about those challenges, and you talked about where you're at now and this continuing growth that you're having now. But let's talk about what have been the biggest needle movers. What were the things that you did and that you put in place that you're like, whoa, people are coming and talking to me, or I'm getting referrals, or, oh, I'm focusing on this group and these people. Can you talk us a little bit through, Marina, what's been the biggest things that you've put in place?
One of the biggest things when I go through the curriculum on CCC to find your niche. And
Mm.
I even don't know what means niche at that time. I'm like, what the heck is that? But thank you, Ellen, you and other people who trained me all this year plus. I found this niche. I was learning, and I know like it's 65 plus if I want to do Medicare. I know it's like families when I do health, but it's so many. How do I find what I need? And you know what? Me and my friend, we start do Wednesday talk about insurance in Russian, and we talk about different kind of insurance. She's doing life most of, and I do Medicare, I do health, I do travel insurance now. I pick up things like little things, final expenses. All this I learned through this networking I built right now. So we start to talk, we start just put videos, and first it was like 3 people look at us, then more and more and more. And you know what happened at the our video when I was explaining, we don't sell, we never sell on videos. We just educate people. When people ask questions, we answer, or when we start, I just was explaining like simple thing. What is Medicare? Why you need to have this Medicare? Why you cannot have something else when you turn 65? And finally, people start just reach to me through Messenger, through Instagram. Yeah, I have a live Instagram one time too, which Russian blogger, and messages just coming and coming, and I'm like, here we go. Here is my niche. Slavic people, like Russian speaking people, they need help. They don't have enough help, and sometimes I know I will not get money for, like I explained, like Medicaid, medical, we not paid, like, but I still help people because I know they tell, oh, this person helped me. And you never know what the next person can bring it to you. So to found the niche for me, this was the turning point. And it just started. And like I started to tell, like our video reached New York, and you need to look my book of business. Lately, all my Medicare clients come from New York because you help one person and there is a community of
Mm.
Russian people. Maybe they are not Russian, but they speak Russian. And they just one after another. Can I give you my sister? Can my son-in-law or brother-in-law call you? Okay, is this? I have a mother. Can you help her? I heard about you talking Medicare. It's just pouring on me. And then from other states like Florida, I start to receive calls. People move to South Carolina, North Carolina. California is still on my range. I have few clients in Vancouver. No, not Vancouver. What state? I even don't remember state because my FMO, she licensed on all 50 states. I don't have to worry about. So, and I always tell people, it doesn't matter what state you live. You need help. Let me explain you. Today, like I told you, I already did 2, and for tomorrow I have 2 because I have just no time, literally no time today. But it's just so excited when you found your niche, you on the right track. And guys, what I want to tell you, um, Sandra Gerbert, I finally meet her in life in the
Mhm.
Medicare, and we was chatting, and actually I share my information there. People was so interested. They're like, oh, we have Russian speaking people in our area. We just don't know where to go. I'm like, here, you can
Mhm.
send it to me. And then Sandra told me, because you speak Russian, you need to find immigration lawyer and contact with them.
Mhm.
And I'm like, wow. I never think about, see, one head is good, but when you have many,
Mm.
you always found some good resources. So more important, you need to find your niche, and then it just start to roll. And for people who sell Medicare, you don't have to go and like approach people. I bring the mark. It says, ask me about Medicare, and it's huge one, and I will wear now everywhere I go. It doesn't matter, like many events I go, like meet up groups. I go put my mark there because I'm in a group, ladies 50 plus.
Mm.
Definitely there is people who need Medicare. Actually, I have few of them just through conversation, talking what you do. I explain, I do Medicare. Oh, can you be my agent? They ask me. I don't offer. Then I volunteer. Again, TCC tell, volunteer. Look for, give you free, and then it will start to come. So I volunteer on local organization in the store. It's for low income people, and we just chat with people. And I have three clients already from there. They do have a coverage, but they ask when the open enrollment come, can you help me to choose a different plan because I'm not happy? Of course, I can help to choose. And I've not like approach to them. They come to me because all I say, I kind of called me out when they ask what you do. I'm like, I'm a guru in Medicare. So I'm a guru in Medicare because I know Medicare now. I learned a lot about Medicare. Yeah.
Love it. So some of the big things I'm hearing is using social media as a big
Mm-hmm.
factor, starting to do video on social media and educating people and doing that regularly got you in front of people and people reaching out to you. Really helping those that come to you no matter what they need and being able to help them and lead with value has led to a lot of referrals coming through as well. And then also finding your niche and knowing this is my niche, these are the people I'm really going to focus on helping. Doesn't mean I can't help other people, but these are the people that I'm really going to focus on helping. And then those people just send me a lot of people. And so you
Mm-hmm.
being, with the Slavic communities and being able to help them speak the language, and it's just sent you a lot of connections, a lot of people that you've been able to help that aren't getting the help that they need. And so being able to really recognize your niche and get in front of them, get referrals from them, provide value, educate instead of solicit. Like solicit, nobody should really be soliciting. People should be
Yeah.
educating and providing value, and that's what is really what's leading all these people to come to them. That's what I love so much about a lot of the things that we teach and that you've put in place, Marina. Is it it just feels better to have people come to you and want you to help them see the value that you're doing. And it's much nicer to have people come to you than you have to go chase people and say,
Mm-hmm.
hey, you need to get insurance. Why do I need it? Now I got to convince them versus people like, oh, Marina, I already know I need this. Please help me. And so it just feels good. And it's just, and also it's a better, easier sell too when they already know they want your help. So I love what you've all put in place there. I remember those original videos and you doing those with your referral partner there, and it's just been amazing to see what all's taken off from that and how you've both done local and in person and leveraged that in addition to the social, and now and really doing this nationwide, and you can help people in all these states and stuff as well. So it's really awesome to have seen you doing that. Marina, what advice do you have for those tuning in today on what they can do for growing their business, and also what you wish you would have known when you were first getting started in the industry? I would love to hear some of that advice, and then what would have been super helpful to you if you had known it when you first got started.
Well, it definitely will be super helpful if I knew the group, TCC group, before I even start the industry. Then this way you kind of settle everything on the plate. Like you learn how to find the leads, you put the CRM system, you put everything what you need on your system. I start in house, like I don't know where to go, what to start. I just need to like, okay, I need to make some money. But then I told myself, put money aside and think about you need to help people. And I started to learn uh, slowly but surely, like how to connect my Facebook to the people, what I need to do there, why I need to do certain things like every day, 5 by 5 by 5. And you start to grow slowly, and then you start to realize, I don't think how I can earn right now, think how I can teach people. And when I change the thinking, I just start to relax. I start to concentrate more learning the product and like explaining. And if I knew from the beginning how to start and what to do, I'd be more successful on the beginning. But I always tell, God has his plans for us. And I just like, I do pray like a lot. And especially at nighttime, some days, like on the beginning, I'm like, okay, God, why you put me again on this mess? What should I do? You did this, you take me out. And the moment come, I dive again to the class. I learn, I learn, I learn. My advice, guys, if you are new to industry, just learn as much as you can. And don't try to learn by yourself. It doesn't help. I tried, doesn't work. Even I remember my first year when I did this AHIP, I barely passed like on third time. This year, I passed from first time 99% because I learned from industry. Like Miss Medicare, before IHIPS opened, she told us what to do because, I was thinking, oh, I can do. No, you need to read. And just learn from people, like join some group. I not because I love the NL. I do love you guys, but I know maybe in some areas they have different groups, but you need to learn from the people who already know this industry. Like, yes, you need to spend money, but investing in yourself, it's always payback if you invest and you learn. If you just invest and don't learn, nothing happens. You need to work too. And when people help you and give you guidance, it will be much, much easier. On the beginning, yes, I was so lost. I even don't know which door to knock. Now, thank you guys. I know which door to knock. I know what to do. And yeah, I wish I know you like 3 years ago. Then my desire to be six figures will be probably achieved by this year, but I still believe I will achieve because seems like things growing. I'm like 100% confident, like I will be there by the end of the year.
I love it. I love it. Investing in community, investing in mentorship and strategies that work rather than figuring out yourself. And we were talking about earlier, not banging your head against the wall, trying to
Yeah.
reinvent the wheel, the bicycle. Love that. And I love the investment, right? We've invested hundreds, 100,000, couple 100,000 in different things ourselves. And every time we've invested in ourselves, it's been 10, 50 times return.
Hmm.
And so, investing in yourself will always pay off, whatever that is, whether it's closers, click, something else, but investing in something to help you get to your goals and help you get there faster, easier, quicker, less stress, less gray hair. I can't promise no gray hair, but maybe less gray hair in getting there. And so I absolutely love it, Marina. Thank you so much.